Welcome to the graduation celebration for the class of 2020. And we are so happy to be here. One of the things we've learned since the COVID-19 crisis that occurred in March is our theme here is winging it. So we will be winging it this morning, and hopefully everything we planned works out just fine. Just to clarify for people graduating, family, friends, and everyone who managed to be here today, hopefully from all over the world, this is not a convocation. This is a graduation celebration, and there will be an official convocation June the 29th at 3 o'clock for all Rady Faculty of Health Sciences graduating students. But because everyone booked off May 21st, along with the students, we decided to use this day and really celebrate. And you have an absolutely beautiful day for doing this. So we're going to get underway. We're going to start with lead-ins with Megan Morehouse, followed by Jamie Walker.
Hello, bonjour, Tanshi. My name is Megan Morehouse. I am Métis from Winnipeg and a descendant of the Red River settlement with ancestors from the parish of St. Boniface, St. Anne's, Lorette, and Richer. I would like to acknowledge that the University of Manitoba campuses are located on descendants of the Red River settlement with ancestors Ojibwe, Dakota, and Dene peoples, and on the homeland of the Métis Nation. Fellow class of 2020, many of you may have already moved or will be moving in the next few weeks. I would ask that you take a moment to reflect and acknowledge the lands that you will find yourself on at the onset of this new chapter. Thank you.
Good morning, fellow class of 2020, family, friends, Eugene Miedman, Dr. Goldberg, and Dr. Ripstein. My name is Jamie Walker. I'm a member of the class of 2020, as well as the senior stick of the Manitoba Medical Students Association. And it is my pleasure to welcome you all to the first ever celebration, virtual celebration. This celebration isn't what we imagined it would be 4 years ago when we started on this journey. Although we will not be walking the stage and we will not be able to hug, celebrate, and capture the moment afterwards, we are grateful to have you all here virtually and to have this creative opportunity to celebrate. This virtual celebration is a way for us to acknowledge our accomplishments, recognize this milestone, and reflect on our last 4 years. The COVID-19 pandemic has impacted all of our lives in ways we couldn't have imagined. We've had to make sacrifices, we've struggled, we've grieved, we've adapted, and we are here now making the most of the situation. Overall, we are fortunate we can come together virtually as a class with our family and friends to celebrate this achievement. I want to say thank you to all of our family and friends for celebrating with us, both those who are here with us now and those who will be watching this at home later. Being able to celebrate with you is important to us, and we know this moment is as important for you as it is for us. Thank you for adapting and taking the time to be here. Thank you, Dr. Goldberg, Dr. Ripstein, and Dr. Chan for working hard to organize this event. We appreciate the flexibility and opportunity you have given us to celebrate. Lastly, I want to say a very special thank you to the class of 2020 for being here on Zoom today, all together to celebrate this milestone in our lives. It's a big moment, much bigger than we can convey in words or in this virtual celebration, but I'm glad we're doing this together. Enjoy the celebration.
Thank you so much, Megan and Jamie.
Dr. Epstein, you're muted.
Yep. Okay, sorry, I'm getting different advice from my cardiology coaches here. We did run into some technical difficulties, but that's okay. Is Margaret Lavallee here?
Yes, I am.
Fantastic, Margaret. So Margaret is the elder in residence for as long as I've been in the Dean's office with Omgamas and Health Services. And Margaret would like to say a prayer.
Okay. Thank you, Miigwech, and congratulations to the students. Thank you for your hard work and commitment. And this is an exciting time for all of you. So I'm very pleased to be here to offer the greetings and also to offer the blessings from whomever you believe in. Yes, I've been with Ongomazin Institute at the University of Manitoba, the Rady Center, and I've been there for a number of years now. So I'm very pleased to be here this morning. It's a beautiful morning to graduate. It's going to be fun after this is all over, I'm sure. I usually say my prayers in my language, and I will translate what I'm going to say. Ujash ko bi condition kas makwanto dem sagin dunji. Miigwech e kidwan madiziwenuje. Miigwech e kidwan. Igik kitwang umachina batabiyang. Gijemen do atso kan mishomas negokum. Ibaksen megogegin chim minogano madogo. Kagi kichuna kiyot. The University of Manitoba Gajin Kade. Chimigwe Chininagook. The name that I was honored with from the grandmothers and grandfathers is Water Lily, and I'm of the Bear clan, originally from Sagin First Nation. So I want to give greetings to all of you and thank you for your hard work these past 4 years. And I'm sure your journey that you're about to go on to will be as pleasant as when you were going to do your studies. I give thanks for life. I give thanks to the people who work very hard to look after some of our people that are in hospitals. So I want to say miigwech to all of you, dear people, that are working really hard to pursue your careers and to enjoy what you're going to do. And please enjoy today and give a special thanks to your parents for you being here. And I hope that they are there to graduate with you and enjoy what's happening today. All my relations, thank you. Thank you. Congrats.
Margaret, thank you so much. We are so honored to have your prayer to lead our students forward into their future, which they will do with great aplomb. Please join us now for the national anthem to be sung by Matthew Thiessen and accompanied by Yui Chang. Okay. Thank you, Yui and Matthew. Oh, they look frozen. Can you hear me? Oh,
I can hear you. I'm not sure if we had technical difficulties with the last portion though, with the audio.
yeah, I couldn't hear the audio either. Could people hear the audio?
No.
No.
No. Okay. Elia, we have time here, and in honor of our performers, do you want to see if we can try it again?
Mm-hmm.
No.
I think the audio is off. It's on mute.
Still off. Sorry about that, people.
Our home and native land, true patriot love, in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Matthew and Yui, that was so much better with the audio. I'm happy now to welcome Dr. Anita Soni, who is the honorary senior stick and our celebration speaker for today at the invitation of your class. Dr. Soni graduated from University of Manitoba Faculty of Medicine in 1998. She did her residencies in internal medicine and cardiology here, and then a fellowship in echocardiography at the University of Alberta. In 2006, after her return to Winnipeg and in the midst of the births of her 4 children, Dr. Soni took over the cardiology course, which she has done ever since. The cardiology course wins for best course almost every year. This year, Dr. Soni was nominated by the Med Ones won the award for inspiration and mentorship, and won the awards from Med 2 for inspiration and mentorship. She has worked tirelessly to help students understand cardiology. I can never figure out every year why there are 35 students who sign up for an early exposure with Dr. Soni, but it's all that she gives you. So we're so proud to have her speak to the graduating class this year. We're going to switch headphones, so if this messes up, please let us know, and we will proceed.
Thank you, Dr. Epstein. At the beginning of this year, if anyone had said we would be celebrating the medical class of 2020 graduation by Zoom, most of us would be asking, what is Zoom? Others, who recall that this was a name of a discount airline, would be imagining all of us flying somewhere tropical, waving diplomas in the air. I like that one. Dear class of 2020, faculty, friends, and family, this year has seen an incredible change in how we live our lives and how we learn together. We are here to celebrate the graduation of the class of 2020, the first class who has come through this. COVID-19 has worked to keep us apart. We have learned how to social distance and stay away from each other to be safe. However, COVID-19 cannot ultimately keep the class of 2020 apart. Perhaps the best representation of this has been the medical students' willingness and planning to provide as much help as they can during this pandemic. The medical students of the University of Manitoba implemented a strategy of volunteering to help healthcare workers on the front line and members of the community. The scope of these students' initiatives has been extraordinary. Childcare assistance to support physicians in need of help, pairing up medical students with vulnerable seniors in the community at risk of isolation to provide social comfort and education, a PPE task force to help procure surgical masks for healthcare workers, an intensive care unit family liaison program to support critically ill patients and families during a time of visitor restriction, hospital screening, Meals on Wheels, physically sanitizing COVID-19 testing sites. The list goes on. To the class of 2020 and all the classes that follow your lead, you have shown your strength as individuals, ultimately as healthcare professionals. You have shown your strength as a collaborative team by putting your own personal curricular education on hold and risking your safety to help out coworkers and members of our community in difficult and stressful situations. For that, we all thank you. This celebration marks 4 years of perseverance, dedication, and hard work. Do you recall what you were doing on this day 3 years ago? This is the week of the cardiovascular and respiratory exams. Thank you, Emma and Mate, for your work as course representatives. And now, fast forward. Past Module 2, consolidation, transition to clerkship, CARMS, and transition to residency. Endless nights studying, countless exams, literally countless, and 30-hour shifts in the hospital on call. A few weeks ago, I had one last opportunity to teach your class cardiology for the capstone review course. As I stared back at members of your class, at least those who shared their video cameras on Zoom, I suddenly remembered the faces from Theater B. As we went through clinical vignette questions and reviewed your answers, I could clearly see the trajectory of your learning. You did it, and I was so proud. As you embark into residency, you will continue your journey to become the physicians and leaders of tomorrow. I had the privilege to serve as honorary senior stick of the Manitoba Medical Students Association this year, a role based on mentorship and advocacy. I am now humbled to be standing here, and I thank you for this opportunity. It is important to remember and remind ourselves from time to time why we chose this path to become physicians. For me, it is the impact that we can have on our patients that is most important. Sometimes it will be the small things. Holding the hand of a dying patient as there is no family present, and no one should die alone. This will not get you an award. This will not get you recognition. But this is the real privilege. Residency is hard work. You are no stranger to hard work, of course. You are all ready for the challenges that lie ahead, knowing your schedules will be demanding, grueling, and this is the path you have chosen. A physician has to work hard, and there's no way around it. Through this and into your careers, you will try to plan for other things in life. We plan to spend quality time with our parents. Later, we will call and visit our relatives and friends. Later, we will have these fantastic adventures with our loved ones and our life partner. Later, when there's time. The truth? There is not more time later. Please remember to make time for you, for your friends, and for your family. To conclude, I want to congratulate the class of 2020 on your well-earned accomplishments, graduation, and so much more. I've been so very impressed by all of you. I've learned immensely this year participating in the MMSA alongside the new graduates, Jamie, Andrew, Daniel, Myra, and Aaron. Thank you, Jamie, George, and the students of the MMSA for this opportunity. To Izan, the oncoming honorary senior stick, you are going to love it. And thank you to Caitlin and Samantha for organizing this celebration. Congratulations, class of 2020. Thank you.
Dr. Soni, thank you so much. That was so inspiring. And I know that you have been a huge inspiration to absolutely all of us. So Dr. Soni manages to get so much done and look after everybody that she needs to. We're now going to move to the transfer of the senior stick. There actually is a stick, which is in our office, if you remember our office. Jamie Walker, outgoing senior stick, will present the senior stick to George Kai, incoming senior stick. Congratulations, Jamie, and welcome, George. I have to tell you, you dove into the job at just the toughest time this job has ever had. So we wish you strength in your endeavor. And we will now have the passing of the honorary senior stick from Dr. Anita Soni to Dr. Izan Schachter. Congratulations, Dr. Soni and Dr. Schachter. May you give the MMSA great guidance in the year to come. It is now my honor to introduce the graduating class of 2020. I will be listing students by degrees, and you will see there are special flags for Indigenous graduates and bilingual stream graduates. I will announce the MD PhD student, then the MD MSc student, then the MD BSc Med students, and followed by the students earning the MD degree. Earning the degrees of MD and PhD, Andrew Kenneth McDermott. Earning the degree of MD Masters, Albert Kwok Fung Jung. Earning the degree of MD BSc Med, and I won't be repeating that each time, Myra Ahmed. Allison Catherine Enns Bergen. Lauren Christina Bath. Pascal Emil Joseph Bogart. Derek Thomas Briscoe. Jennifer Ann Brown. Yui Chang. Dominic Chung. Kelsey Gage Connolly. Sue Hyun Kim. Daniel Ethan Croft. Linda Lamb. Tarek Robert Mehmet Lalek. Kevin Lee. Eleni Charmaine Lopez. Carmichael Madrigal Mabalagan. Ruchen Tony Mao. Graham Lloyd McInnes. Pamela Gin Lee McIntosh. Marna Bessie McKenzie. Graham Alexander McLeod. Amanala Montezera Puraga. Edward Sang Hoon No. Ashley Brooklyn Olson. Ryan Richard Fung. Ali Humayun Kadri. Ryan Satya Ramjiawan. Neil Lewis Cooper Reed. Hongru Ren. Shubkarman Singh Sandwalia. Alexander Norman Gordon Schultz. Injun Andy Seo. Prince Pal Singh Sidhu. Monty Maninder Singh. Prabjot Kaur Singh. Ashing Anna Tego. Helen Rawa Teklamariam. Antonia Zhu. Earning the degree of Doctor of Medicine are the following graduates: Amir Ali. Johanna Alem Ashkadom. Emma Claire Avery. Nasser Barakat. Jaspreet Kaur Basi. Brianne Lillian Agath Berg. Jarrett Douglas Best. Erica Rose Blad. Deanne Lynn Marie Bosk. Maxwell J. Berg. Tanner Theodore Keith Burton. Martina Ray Ann Sepatelli. Doris Pui Wing Chung. Amy Lee Sizek. Sandeep Singh Devgan. Simmerjoth Kaur Thaliwal. Jovana Georgievich. Cale James Enns. Mate Fazakuch. Sean Fernando. Jonathan Michael Fisher. Janelle Gabriella Frechette. Michael Wayne Fraze. Allison Rebecca Furness. Jesse Edward Garber. Vadie Hamidi. Colin Eric Hamlin. Ihor Volodymyr Haida. Holly Elizabeth Hurst. Roy Alexander Hutchings. Joshua Henry Jones. Clayton Brian Kalita. Caitlin Elizabeth Kaltenberger. James Kong. Adam Evan Isaac Cron. Kylie Lynn Lewis. Brittany Mary Litster. Gregory John Longbottom. Amanda Christine Losherbo. Joseph Charles Walsh Ludwig. Joanna Kathleen McLean. Jenna Marie Morozes. Erin Nicole McAndrew. Carly Catherine McClellan. Megan Alyssa Marie Moorhouse. Andrew Michael John Neufeld. Kate Helena Parkinson. Kari Ann Lisa Parsons. Divya Parveen. Jess Taylor Polly. Jenna Mildred Elena Poole. Sophia Yu Kwan. Bhavdeep Singh Rihal. Samantha Teresa Reimer. Joel Gregor Ridgway. Taylor Angelique Rusnak. Jenna Michelle Marie Sabarin. Danielle Victoria Margaret Stepnuck. Amber Megan Sukharov Benarosh. Isabella Teresa Supel. Kathy Tat. Matthew Kyle Thiessen. Carmen Chi Kwong Si. Jesse David Turner. Jamie Catherine Agnes Walker. Nathan Earl Weeb. Julia Catherine Weens. Eason Wu. Colin Key Chung. Pavel Yarmak. Boyan Zhang. Jason Zhou. Okay, congratulations to all the graduates of the class of 2020. You looked absolutely fantastic today. I am so very, very proud of you. So we're going to try this with the Hippocratic Oath and reading it together with the class going off of mute. So this may be an epic failure here. It could be a complete cacophony of Zoom pauses, but we are going to try it anyway. So on the last page of your program is the Hippocratic Oath. I am going to attempt to lead you. I'm going to go relatively slowly, but let's give it a try. So unmute. Okay, I hear a cacophony already. Whoa. Now, being admitted, the profession of medicine, solemnly pledge, consecrate my life, service of humanity. Will give respect and gratitude, serving
teachers, the health and life of my patients will be my first consideration.
Citizen, conscious dignity. Health, life of my patients be my first consideration.
Life of my patients will be my consideration.
I will give confidence my patient confides in me.
Hold in confidence that my patient confides in me.
Colleagues will be my brothers and
maintain
the
honor and colleagues will be my brothers and my sisters.
Colleagues will be my brothers and sisters.
Permit consideration of race, religion, nationality,
party politics, or social standing, duty, and my patient. Maintain utmost respect for human life. Use my knowledge contrary to the laws of humanity. Promises I make freely on my honor.
freely and upon my honor.
Freely and upon my honor.
Not bad. Congratulations. Please go back to mute.
Dr. Epstein, you're muted.
So, okay, it is now my honor to call upon Dr. Andrew McDermott, our class valedictorian. Andrew is originally from Kenora, Ontario. He attended the University of Manitoba for his Bachelor of Science in Microbiology, and then pursued graduate studies, earning both his MSc and PhD in medical microbiology and infectious diseases working at the National Microbiology Laboratory in the Viral Diseases Division. While finishing his PhD in the MD-PhD program, Andrew served in numerous roles, including research representative on the Manitoba Medical Students Association, clerkship track representative, student representative on Accreditation Standards Committee, vice president of 2 interest groups, and co-chair of the Manitoba Medical Students Association Teaching Awards Committee. This spring, Andrew helped coordinate a group of brilliant senior medical students to create a broadly distributed and highly trusted newsletter highlighting the best available COVID evidence in response to healthcare worker questions. Since the newsletter went on hiatus last week, Andrew finds himself studying the migration patterns of insects in his backyard, narrowly avoiding self-injury with power tools, building pillow forts, pretending to run from crocodiles, and reading a book, or rather a quarter of 4 books. He infrequently includes his partner Liz and 2-year-old son Robbie in these activities. Welcome, Andrew.
Thank you, Dr. Ripstein. To my esteemed colleagues, the class of 2020, it is an honor to be speaking to you today. We are here to celebrate joining the ranks of some of the most trusted professionals in history. As a class, we've worked hard, carried each other, and have earned our degrees in medicine. I think you'll all be good doctors. That goes without saying. I'm not going to spend time to belabor that point. Rather, I want to highlight some things to be proud of and hopefully some inspiration to take with you. In late August, roughly 4 years ago, in the time of Starboy and the 20th Jason Bourne movie, we started medical school. We joined the oldest medical school in Western Canada, rich in history and innovation. We weren't in a huge medical school spanning the Rockies or in a city with teams in every major sport. We were underdogs, Manitobans with something to prove. Our class quickly developed a reputation for being ambitious and eager, with overwhelming demand for volunteer positions. Our class burgeoned with fantastic leaders and advocates. As Manitobans, we had to be outspoken, and outspoken we were. In addition to our outstanding class representatives and student association members, we were charged with proudly serving our school nationally on the Canadian Federation of Medical Students, pushing for big changes at Parliament for National Days of Action, advocating on behalf of marginalized populations locally and abroad, expanding and improving interest groups, forwarding major research projects, shining a spotlight on care for exploited persons, facilitating student wellness, volunteering in response to COVID-19, and refining our high standards during accreditation, just to name a few. As Manitobans, we have a reputation for proficiency. Our leadership and advocacy are only part of that. We also earn proficiency through an outstanding education and unique set of challenges. Some examples include serving remote and isolated communities, accessing specialties and specialized services, relatively high disease burden, and high degree of clerk responsibility. We all face these challenges. With a relatively small class size, support came from every one of us. We formed a network supporting each other with friendship and care for one another, creating an environment where the whole class could thrive. We did this together. For these things, we should be proud. More than anything, I am proud because we embody the quintessential Manitoban trait. We are kind people. I hope no matter where our career aspirations are, that we always remember to be thoughtful and considerate. In a decade, when I look back on our class, I will fondly think of you as the good people you were before you were doctors, and hope that not much has changed. I'll use a local inspiration to better articulate the Manitoba state of mind. Harvey Max Chochinov, a Manitoban and one of this year's inductees to the Canadian Medical Hall of Fame, published his ABCs of Dignity in 2007. If you're watching thinking, all I know from medical training is that smoking is bad for your health, take comfort in knowing that the alphabet can get you through most things in medicine. Chachanov's A stands for attitude. He asks us to examine our attitude toward other people, understand that assumptions of people's beliefs merit careful checking and revision. B stands for behavior. Always act with kindness and respect. This one's easy. Be yourself. You already do this every day. C is for compassion. Chachanov challenges us to feel and identify with our patients. He illustrates this point referring to a quote. I'd like my doctor to scan me, to grope for my spirit as well as my prostate. Without some recognition, I am nothing but my illness. Find the humanity in your practice and your patients. Last is D for dialogue. Here he describes getting to know people. Who are your patients outside of your office? What or who is important to the person you're treating? The only way you'll find out is to ask. At this point, I'll add G for gratitude. I think you'd agree that we're grateful to the people and experiences that helped us get here. So on behalf of our class, thank you to our families, friends, partners, co-workers, teachers, administration, support staff, mentors, and patients, many of whom are watching at home in their pajamas. Finally, I should speak about the future. As the first generation of new physicians in the soon-to-be post-pandemic world, we're presented with an opportunity. It's an opportunity to learn from what we are experiencing. Stark differences from the status quo expose stale ideas ripe for improvement. Please know that you leave here with the knowledge to be great doctors, the skills to be leaders, and the power to make big changes. Use this opportunity. Keep giving us reasons to be proud to be part of the Max Rady College of Medicine class of 2020. And with that, I'll end. Friends, colleagues, and now doctors, congratulations. You may safely throw your hats.
Andrew, I am so happy that the future is in good hands with the class of 2020. You will have challenges ahead of you, but you are the right people to do it. And speaking for all the family, friends who are watching today, we know that you are good for the challenge, and we wish you, on behalf of the Max Rady College of Medicine, all the best of luck in your future. Remember what you learned at the University of Manitoba and take it with you everywhere. Now, as per UGME policy, there will be a 10-minute break. We will thank all of the visitors for joining us in our graduation celebration today. And then the members of the class of 2020 will reconvene at the brunch. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. And again, congratulations.
Woo! Congratulations.
Good job, everyone.
Congrats, everyone.
Yay.
Congratulations, everyone.
Yay, congrats.
Change your name tag to doctor.
Yeah.
Right.